Hello everyone and welcome back to another part of Let's Play Eador, Masters of the Broken World on Overlord difficulty. After the introduction of the World of Sand in the previous part, we will now have to do all the usual things we do early on the shard, so for this part it will be conquering of the first ring of provinces and leveling up. Our first target will be these orcish tribes here. Usually I would probably wait a bit with orcs at least until I would have one healer, because they really can do a lot of damage, but you have seen in the previous part that on this shard, on this type of shard, it's possible to do even harder fights quite early, so I think it should be doable. So let's go there and check how many orcs there is, because if there is too many orcs we will be in problems, not because of the damage but more because of the amount of hit points they have, and if there is too many orcs we just may have to run out of stamina before we would be able to kill them, and that would cause problems. 5 defenders. I think I would change positioning here a bit. Something like this. And let's see their army. Only 2 orcs, so it shouldn't be a problem. Why I've changed the positioning here? Because I didn't want to have a barbarian standing in this style behind the hill. He would be completely useless. And we really need all 4 guys in the fight. So that's the reason. Let's start, let them come, and I will decide how to use the fatigue when I see how they are coming and where we need it the most. Here we can even move back and move back here. I hope this guy will attack the hero, so he will waste quite a lot of stamina on that, and I don't really care about the damage on the hero. Yes, expected. And here I'll use the first fatigue here and do something like this, I would say. Now all 3 goblins are out of the fight and orcs still can't reach me. But now it really is the time for the fatigue on this guy. You can move closer and attack him once, so now he is out of the fight as well. You can kill him, so you can come closer and kill him. And here you can finish this one. Okay. And what about this? I think now it's time for the last fatigue. You can move closer. Well, you can move closer as well, and everyone should move closer. Attack and try to do as much damage as possible. Can you finish him? Ah, come on. Ah. But I will rest, and I'll rest with this one as well. This guy will have to wait one more turn before he will be able to attack again, and meanwhile this barbarian will get some stamina back, so I will finish with him. And here it really doesn't matter if I attack with these 2 guys. I would do like maybe 15 damage to him, but then I would be exhausted, and without any stamina I would take quite a lot of damage from him, so it's probably better to wait a bit now. You can finish. You can do some damage, and you can move closer. 3 points, so you can attack. Oh, I expected only to lose 2 stamina. Well, my mistake, so I will take a bit more damage on this guy. Or maybe not, he even decided to attack this one. So the AI still prefers the one with lower HP and not the one that can't counter-attack. Good to know. Uh, you will rest. You will rest as well. Yeah, and we still need more stamina, so rest one more turn. This is sometimes a problem on this world, that the AI doesn't have any stamina left, so it looks like the fight is over, but you just can't kill it fast enough, and like this you will be just staring at each other, waiting to get some stamina back, and before we get enough stamina to kill him, he will cause quite a lot of unnecessary damage. So sometimes this is a problem. And you can see that he's still doing a lot of damage. And it's probably a good idea to move back. Rest here and here. And you still have to run. Maybe I will even move Hero closer and try to use him as a bait. And still rest. Ah, come on, why didn't you attack the hero? Well, at least he can do a bit of damage. And now we can start attacking. What about the last hit for a hero? A bit of extra XP would be useful. Okay, so wasn't that hard. More like annoying, that waiting to get the stamina. Let's see our level ups. And we have health. Oh, come on, that's completely useless. But can't do much about that, so let's at least check our skills here. And the choice is either more hit points and a bit of resistance, or a defense. Both of these are quite useful, but I think I will take hit points because the defense is useful only against melee attacks, and hit points increase your survivability against all types of attacks, so it's a bit better. Here I would usually go for a berserker, but on this world the stamina is probably better, so let's take that. Hit points and the Medal of Zeal. Usually I wouldn't be even thinking about this medal, but here that extra 3 stamina could be really useful. And it's not even that expensive. But I think I will refuse for now, maybe later. I will start taking medals after I have at least one healer. So not for now. More hit points, here more hit points as well, and refuse this medal as well. Dead crystals. Do we need them? Wow. Where is it? In our capital. This will lower the morale of the capital quite a lot. This will just skip that event. Here you will get those gems, but you have to pay for it. So we really can't afford that. But with only 13 gems, yeah, I will just order them to do it. 40 gems is quite useful, and even though I would really like to help them, we can't afford it, so yeah, let's go with this. And it's like, it looks like we will have to spend those gems right away. Let's try to execute the magician. That helps quite often, so fingers crossed that will help here as well. Of course it didn't, so time to spend those gems. And now it worked, okay. Wonderful. So the result of all of this was 20 extra gems, and our capital is now really pissed, so not sure if that was really worth it. But yeah, what can we do? Let's go back to our capital, or maybe check locations. We have Undead here, and I would really like to avoid Undead on this shard because they are not affected by stamina loss, and if we would get into the same situation as with this last orc in the fight, we would be in a lot of trouble, because if that wasn't an orc but a zombie, that zombie would do a ridiculous amount of damage and we would lose maybe even the whole army. So I will try to avoid undead for as long as we can, fight something else. Let's check our units. This guy's really quite hurt, so let's replace him and let him heal up in the garrison. And like this we can keep fighting. Yeah, we have two locations we can uh, take out in the capital, so for now I will probably go for these brigands, and after that go back to conquering. It really doesn't matter the order at which you do that, so let's try it. Doesn't matter. Five of them, so shouldn't be a problem. But here I should really change the positioning to something like this, I would say. Weaken this bowman and let them come. Okay, now he is basically out of the fight. We can wait one more turn. You two can move closer and do some damage to the thief and end the turn. I would say we can ignore D for this turn. This guy will finish him next turn, no problem. And it's probably better I need to focus on the brigand. So you can finish him off. Here, use the last fatigue on this one. You can move closer to him, and you two can finish here, okay? And try to kill him. Of course, only one hit point left, but I think it's worth throwing that axe now. And again, rest until we have enough stamina to kill those bowmen. One more turn and then we should be able to kill them. You can definitely start with this one, and here, well, I think it's enough as well. Oh, come on. Now this is not even fun. Again, both of them on last one hit point. So, what do we have? Still too early for the medal. And nothing else. So at least some money and more experiences. Here. It really doesn't matter which one we take, so let's stay like this. And go for these guys. And now we should probably get another level up for our hero, and I really hope that will be command. This will be a bit harder with 3 brigands, but I would say still doable. Positioning should be fine like this, so let's start. Again, 1 fatigue for the bowman, and let them come. The second fatigue will be for the thief, because he now is in range of the barbarian. He's standing on the hill, so he would cause too much damage with his daggers. And other units can come, no problem. You can move closer and do some damage. And here I think this guy is a good target for the last fatigue. Fine, so what can we do here? You can move to the thief and start doing some damage. You can move close to this guy and kill him, and these two guys can start doing some damage here. And maybe we can even move with a hero in case we need a bit of extra damage. I don't really like it, but I will probably have to move these two guys closer here and start attacking. They will take a lot of damage. Yeah, but it's better than to let him attack. You can finish him, and what about you? Well, let's do a bit more damage, and the hero will be probably needed. Okay, so what can we do here? You should probably run away. Block the path and move closer with the hero, something like this. What about you two? Can you finish him? You can, and the hero can try something. And the turn, and this guy really has to move as far as possible, because if he stays too long in range of the bowman, he will kill him. Can't do much now, but in this turn it would be probably a good idea to kill the brigand. Didn't work, of course, but at least this guy can finish him. Okay, and now again wait until we get enough stamina for the bowman. And you run away as well. One more turn, I would say. Do you still have some ammo? You don't, so at least this guy is not in danger anymore. And you two can move closer. Okay, so let's see the level up, and fingers crossed for the command. A leather jacket, well, we sometimes will have to fight with our heroes, you have seen, so a bit of defense could be useful. Yes, and we have that command, so that's really important. And for skills, even have an option for maneuvering to get extra stamina here. Really hard choice. Hit points are definitely a bit better than defense, but that one extra stamina for all units would be really useful. You can see that we have a lot of problems with stamina, but I think I will still take hit points. The survivability is probably still more important. So let's take this. Here, berserking. Don't want this medal. More attack. Still too early, I would say. Uh, berserking, and here we have raised skeleton. I don't think that we need it. At least we can sell it. Okay, but the important thing is that we have the command. With that, we now should be able to get a healer. So let's build Brotherhood and get that healer. Here I will replace at least this guy with the healer. I think we will be able to heal this guy up in the next fight. So we can stay like this. Don't need new spells. We can sell this. And repair, why not? And for our next target, I would say we will go for this province now. But I will leave that for the next part. I would say it's enough for this one. In the next part I will try to finish the first ring, and after that we will see what kind of provinces we will have in the second ring here, and maybe even here, because we know that our first opponent is here somewhere. We have seen that in the first or in the previous part, so maybe we can even try to attack him, but it really depends on what kind of provinces we will have in here. So yeah, we will see. It's all for this part. I hope you liked it. You see that the fights on this type of shard are a bit different, so I hope that this video will help you with this shard, and for other fights I will see you in the next part. Bye bye.